Hey, what's happening guys, this is Sukesh and today I'm gonna unbox the all new Samsung Galaxy J6 with infinity display, and it has got 32GB storage with 3GB of RAM. The price has been set to 14,000 rupees, but if you use Paytm to pay for it, then you will get 1500 rupees discount, and if you manage to get 500 rupees discount from the store, then the price comes down to 12,000 or 12,500 rupees. There you go, the all new Samsung Galaxy J6 first generation. Let me quickly show you the device. This phone is made of plastic, but you get this metal like feeling at the back. It's matte finished and the thickness of the phone is 8.2mm maximum and it weighs 154 gram. The display is 5.6-inch Infinity, which I will talk about later. Let's quickly check what's inside the box. First you get this standard quick start guide, then the USB to micro USB data cable, so no type C, and there you have the SIM ejector pin. You get an earphone as well, which is decent for talking purpose and also for casual music listening. If you want serious music, then you should go for a premium one. Last but not the least, you get this power adapter which is rated 5V 1A, that is, it's a 5W adapter, so no fast charging, and there is nothing left inside the box. So let's have a quick look at the device itself. Let's quickly set the phone up before I give you a quick tour of the device and the features. Galaxy J6 comes with face unlock feature. With the help of the front camera, this will scan your face and you can use your face as the password key. So this is really cool and one of the hottest features right now. So you get this on this J6 as well. Let's set this up and I will then try this out. It's ready, so let's quickly go through all the processes, and now the device is ready. It comes with Samsung Pay Mini pre-enabled, and the first thing I want to talk about is the display. You get this 5.6-inch Super AMOLED display, which is really cool, and it's an infinity display, that is, the aspect ratio is 18.5:9, so the screen to body ratio is about 75%, improved from 73%, so not a huge upgrade I will say, and it's a Super AMOLED display with resolution of 720 by 1480, so the PPI is just 294. If you look closely, you might notice single pixels, but from normal distance you won't complain. Super AMOLED renders better color compared to IPS, so this display is the best asset of the smartphone. But the resolution could be Full HD+. Just above the display you get the front-facing camera with maximum aperture of f1.9, and you also get an LED flash for low-light selfies, and the rear camera shoots 13MP images with maximum aperture of f1.9. There is a single LED as well, but there is no face detection autofocus. This phone comes with a fingerprint sensor which is just below the camera, and the positioning is perfect. It's a very compact phone and the sensor is at the upper side of the back panel. There is no soft or hard key below the display. The bottom houses the micro USB port which is OTG enabled. Next you can see the microphone hole and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right side of the phone you will find the power key as well as the loudspeaker, which is in a very convenient place. I mean, if you are holding this phone just like that way when you are gaming or watching movies, you won't cover up the loudspeaker. On the left side you get the volume rockers separated and also the SIM card trays. The good news is you get dedicated micro SD card slot. This is the SIM tray one where you should put your primary SIM card like your Jio SIM card. J6 is VoLTE supported, but I don't think there is dual 4G support. On the tray number 2 you get SIM2 as well as micro SD card slots. You can install up to 256GB micro SD cards, so that's awesome. Overall, the build quality of J6 is not bad, though it's totally plastic. Now, Galaxy J7 Prime 2, which was launched in India last month, comes with aluminum body, Full HD resolution display, 13MP front-facing camera, and a bigger battery. I mean, this smartphone comes with a 3000mAh battery, whereas you get 3300mAh battery on the J7 Prime 2. And guess what, the price of J7 Prime 2 is the same 14,000 rupees. You get the same processor, same GPU, and also same amount of RAM and storage. But if you really want this smartphone with taller display and Super AMOLED screen, you can go for it. I mean, if you can manage it under 12,000 rupees, then it's not bad considering the brand Samsung. Now the face unlock is working just fine, though there is slight delay, which is quite normal for a device in this price category. If you compare it with Chinese brands, then of course Chinese phones unlocks faster. Now one of the reasons to go for Samsung is the plethora of features. I mean, you get most of the popular Samsung features on J6. To start with, there is Dolby Atmos sound enhancement, ultra data saving mode, Smart View with which you can mirror your device's screen to your TV, and Samsung's very capable power saving mode, Secure Folder with which you can password protect your images and files and also maintain a secret profile on your phone. There is blue light filter as well. Let me quickly show you the Android version out of the box, which is Android Oreo 8.0.0, and also it comes with Samsung's Experience version 9.0. Android security patch level is dated 1st April 2018. Right now only the 32GB version with 3GB of RAM is available, and out of the box before installing or opening any application, the free available RAM is 1.5GB, not bad at all, and you are also getting reserved space of 259 MB. Let's clear the RAM and check the maximum available RAM space for the user, which is 1.7GB. So for casual gaming or multitasking, you won't face any issues, I think. Out of 32GB, the free available storage for the user is 22.8GB. So you might need a micro SD card, at least 32GB. Now the battery inside, as I mentioned before, is of 3000 mAh, and I will talk about the battery performance in the review, so make sure you subscribe and keep in touch. Considering the specs of the phone and also the display resolution, I think it's good enough for one full day. You have medium as well as maximum power saving modes, and when your phone's battery level is in single digit, the maximum power saving mode is lifesaver, and you can also monitor your battery eating applications. You can put to sleep apps that are running in the background and eating up battery. Let me show you how to do that. Just click on always sleeping apps, then add apps to select the applications you want to restrict from running in the background. So on this Samsung device, you get so many smart software features which you won't find on any other smartphone. Let me quickly set up the fingerprint scanner. It's ready, so let's check its response time. Well, it's not bad. There is slight delay, which is quite normal considering this is a Samsung phone. It bypasses the lock screen, and as I mentioned before, the sensor sits exactly at the desired position. The user interface seems snappy, there is no stutter or lag, and you get very few bloatware, mostly Samsung, and you get the Facebook app preloaded as well. There is Samsung Members, My Galaxy, Samsung Mall, Samsung Max, and Samsung Pay Mini, and of course Secure Folder, which I have already talked about. We need to first set this up from the settings menu, so let me show you. Let's go to the settings menu. It's a very nice feature. Inside Secure Folder, you get all of your apps like your camera, your gallery, and your Gmail, your WhatsApp applications, and whatever you do inside Secure Folder won't affect your system applications, so you can protect your private data, and it's highly secured as well. You need to sign in with your Samsung account for it. Now, though this is a Super AMOLED screen, there is no always on display support, but on the advanced features, you get almost all the Samsung premium features like the game launcher, which is very useful if you are a gamer. It gives you the full control. You can even record your gameplay, and with this feature you can pull down the notification center just by swiping down on the fingerprint sensor. There is one-handed mode, device assistant app, multi-window palm swipe to capture, smart alert, easy mute, like you can mute your ringtones just by flipping the phone or putting your hand on the screen. There is dual messenger support, that is you can have two Facebook, two WhatsApp, or two social media applications side by side. There is panic mode, you can just triple tap the power key to call the police. You can also swipe to call or send message. There is chat over video and direct share, which helps you to share your content to your frequent contacts with a single click. I will discuss about all these features in the full review, so make sure you subscribe. Now under display settings, you get this extra option, that is full screen apps. Not all the apps natively support this taller 18.5:9 display, so if you wish, you can use any application in the native 16:9 aspect ratio. The navigation button color can be changed and also the button layout can be switched. If you are a non-Samsung user using it for the first time, then you can have the back button on the left. So yes, J6 is feature packed, but there are few things I should mention here. There is no gyroscope or compass on this phone and also no ambient light sensor, so no auto brightness, and the processor inside is Samsung Exynos 7870 octa-core 1.6 GHz and the GPU is Mali-T 830 MP1, so it's a really old processor. Samsung has been using this CPU on almost all of their smartphones in this category in the last 2 years. Since you are getting HD plus resolution display, the price of this phone should be around 10 or 11,000 rupees max. There are 3 color variants of J6 available: black, gold and blue. Let's have a quick look at some camera samples. In good lighting condition, the images came really awesome. The color rendering is quite good and the sharpness is also not bad considering the price of this phone. I mean, this smartphone can compete with any other camera phone from Chinese brands in this price category, so I'm really impressed with the rear camera quality of J6. Indoor, the images are slightly hazy or noisy, but still they are usable. If you have at least 2 fluorescent lights in your room, then the images are decent, but of course in poor lighting condition the camera is not as good. Now let's talk about the front-facing camera. I am once again very much impressed with the color recording in good lighting condition, and the most interesting part is the front camera is extremely wide, I mean wider than most of the flagships. You can even fit 3 or 4 people in the frame even if you are using your hand, so there is no need for a selfie stick. Overall, the front camera quality, as you can see, is also not bad at all. After all, it's a Samsung phone. I will talk more about the camera and everything else on the full review, so make sure you subscribe and keep in touch, and also do hit the bell icon to watch my videos before others. This is the end of the unboxing and hands-on review on Samsung Galaxy J6. I think it was informative. This is Sukesh signing off. Have a nice day.